So he was Pompey's first signing of the season. Jordan Williams has since made 15 appearances for the club. He was recently sidelined but came back with an outstanding performance against Stoke City. Now a hamstring issue is keeping him out the side yet again, but we are delighted to welcome Jordan Williams to the Pompey Plus balcony. Hi Jordan.
Am I okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? How's the injury? What's the situation at the moment?
It was a bit frustrating. Obviously I came back from my injury, was in the team for a couple of games and then obviously got taken out of the weekend for the West Brom game and unfortunately did the other hamstring. Not as bad as first feared, so hopefully I'm coming back in a couple more weeks.
There's some good news there, but injury aside, how would you assess your first season so far as a Blue?
Yeah, I think it's been a very stop-start, like I said just then. Obviously start of the season, had to fill in at centre-back, we had a couple of injuries and I think obviously it wasn't my form, I think just the full team in general. Trying to adjust to the Championship was a bit tough, but I think over the last couple of weeks the team has improved and I think, like I've said just then, we'll just keep getting better.
Yeah, absolutely, and not only are you just mentioned it there, not only are you changing to a new team in the season, you're also making a jump up to the division as well, so specifically that transition, how have you found it?
Yeah, I think obviously I played in the Championship before, so I kind of knew what to expect. I think it's just a bit more ruthless, more clinical, faster paced, and I think obviously it just took us a bit of a while to get used to that, but I think we've got to the grips a bit lately and obviously the points we've started to collect them. I think it's just about trying to get them wins away from home, which will help us more.
Yeah, and we've seen you playing a couple of different positions this season as well, right back and centre back. Has that been another difficult transition for you, or do you kind of like that as a player?
Yeah, obviously it's a good thing to have versatility. You can puts you in the manager's fort more than once for different positions, but like I said, my main position's right back and that's what I got signed for in the summer, and that's where I think I played my best games, obviously the last game against Stoke being that, so yeah, it's a bit, like I said, it's just frustrating to get the injury, but I think it's part and parcel of the game and just give me more room to try and improve and get better for when I come back.
Yeah, we could just see you on the screen there being applauded as you receive the Man of the Match title for that. It must feel good, you know, to get that recognition when you're out there and you put a shift in.
Yeah, definitely, that's all you ask for. I think obviously you just want to do well, put a shift in for the team, put a shift in for the fans and try to get the 3 points, and obviously if you get the recognition it's even better.
Of course, when you were at Barnsley just before signing for Pompey, towards the end of last season, you were here for quite a memorable night from a Pompey perspective. Do you remember that well?
Yeah, massively. I think obviously that played a bit of a part in my decision this summer. Obviously I was here on the other end of it, and every time we scored a goal, Barnsley, the Portsmouth fans got louder and louder, and obviously at the end of the game the scenes was incredible and it's something I just wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, so talking about the fans in particular, were they a big pull as well to the club?
Yeah, massively. Obviously I knew what the fans were like before I signed, and obviously now being here it's even better being on the other end of it. Like I said, just getting the applaudits of the last game from Man of the Match, yeah, it's incredible. Yeah,
and when, you know, it's a good day, it's a good afternoon, Pompey are winning here at Fratton Park, we've seen it quite a lot, and the fans get behind you like that. The volume, you can't really explain it, can you?
No, I think obviously it's a great when you're winning, but also when you're losing as well. I think obviously we haven't really repaid them away from home and it's still travelling the numbers every week and backers, and that's all we can ask for, and we just got to try flip the switch away from home to repay them.
And I heard when you signed for us you came back from your holiday early to do that, is that true?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. I was away in Portugal with the family and I just wanted to get it done, so I obviously flew back and then flew back to Portugal, and yeah, the rest is history.
So what you're saying is Portugal hasn't really got much on Portsmouth?
Yeah, you could say so.
Yeah. So Andy, is there a question you have for Jordan?
Thanks for coming on, Jordan. Just, being at Barnsley before, you've been promoted. I think you've probably been a little bit down there with us this year, should we say. I don't want to use the R word in that battle, but how's the pressure of the group? How's that being handled, Jordan, as an individual and as a unit?
I think for me, every season, I think I've been at Barnsley it was my 5 seasons, and every season I've had something to play for, either it be promotion or relegation. I think the first season I was there, we got promoted from League One, and then the next season we stayed up on the last day, and then we got relegated, unfortunately, and then the last 2 seasons we got in the playoffs. So I've always been playing for something come the end of the season, so I don't think this season's going to be any different. So I can use the things that I've learned in the past to guide the lads, and I think for us as a team, I don't think we're feeling the pressure at the minute. I think we're just going out there to try and win the game and do as best as possible.
Brilliant, thank you.
Obviously you were playing with Ben beforehand, our new keeper. What's it like being able to have an old teammate joining the team now?
Yeah, I think it's good. It's always good adding new additions, but especially when you know the person. Ben's a good chap as well, good player, good pro, so I think he's just going to add to the group and just make us better in general.
Oh, nice.
So what will Ben bring to the team then? What will he bring to the group in your experience?
Just like I said then, really, I think he's a great character. Obviously he's not involved in the team at the minute. He's obviously out there now, but he's not in the squad. But I think he'll just bring know-how from his experience in the past and just make us a better.
And no keeper wants to be sat there on the bench. I can imagine it's very much in Ben's aims to one day hopefully be out there and be the number one.
Yeah, massively. I think obviously he's been brought in to push the goalkeeper department. Like I said, he's been very good professional at Barnsley from what I've seen, and I think he's just going to make us better.
So moving on to tonight then, Cardiff obviously pretty neck and neck in terms of the stats in the table. There's not much in it. How do you assess the game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one. I don't think any game in the Championship's easy, so I think we're going to have to start the game fast, which I think we always do at home, and I think we've just got to capitalise on chances that we get. Because I think once you don't capitalise on your chances, you get punished, and I think that's what happened at the weekend. I think obviously we had a lot of chances, but we didn't take them, and unfortunately we didn't come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, and you were in the team against Cardiff away from home. It wasn't necessarily a night to remember. Can you learn from that at all? Can the team take something from that?
Yeah, definitely. I think home and away games are completely different. But like I said, I think at home we can use as fans as energy in to push us on, and I think obviously the fans do that every week. So, like I said, if we can start the game fast and put it to them, they won't really know what's hit them, I don't think.
Yeah, and we've been looking at it for the season, the home performances, the away performances and the results as well. There's obviously quite a gulf in those. So how do you assess the rest of the season then? What are your expectations?
Yeah, I think we just got to keep building on the home performances and hopefully keep picking up the 3 points. But I think obviously the next thing for us as a team is to, obviously I think we set the platform at the weekend for the away performance. It's about just maybe picking up the points now. If we can get the odd draw, maybe nick a few wins away from home, that'll be massive for us.